What's up, people? So I'm inside of another room here in the house, and I wanted you guys to see the transformation that's happening in my body as time elapses. So I'm gonna just try and get this, you guys to see a viewing of me here. Let me see what I'm gonna do here. I want you to see how much stronger I have become just by doing core body work, which is squats, abs, push-ups. Right, simple things like that can transform your body and how it looks. So what I'm gonna do, because you guys need to see this, you wouldn't believe, man. And of course, boxing, I don't even do rounds yet. I'm still just doing simple stances, just little jabs, little movements, no big set of stuff. It gives me a good entire body workout. I do little I do push-ups and lunges. I do squats and lunges. You know, I do the high leg raises and the high leg running on the spot, and the jump squats, all that shit. And it has done remarkable. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna even show you my abs and everything. I'm gonna show you the transformation and that's we haven't even touched a month. By the way, my weight is also going down as well. I'm gonna show you guys the transformation that happens to your body physically, and I haven't done any of those things today. I'm gonna show you what I look like. Hold on a second. I just need to elevate this a little bit. Oh, okay. Hold on a second here. Physical transformation. I'm now really getting started. I'm now getting warmed up. Body. I'm gonna get ripped, man. I'm gonna get ripped. I already realized that. And functional ripped, not just ripped for. Okay. I just ripped for cosmetic reasons. Okay, that's cool. All right. So I want you guys to see what I look like. This is me here. All right, see me? I'm gonna show you abs. Look at the abs, man. That's sick. I think it is. So my abs are on point. I'm not flexing my abs. Let me flex my abs for you. Flex them out. Look at that. Not crazy. Inside. Okay. So, yeah, man. I've gotten stronger. I was bigger. I was actually bigger. I was 178 pounds. And then I started to shred down as I started to lose body mass. Because of, I'm taking mostly water. I'm eating healthy, and I'm not eating as much. I eat like probably two meals a day. Maybe even one meal a day sometimes. My body's so efficient. It works that food off really well. And you always stay with your greens. You stay with that. You try to stay away from sweet. But if you feel like a desire to eat something sweet, maybe chocolate or whatever, I use brownies. I love brownies. So I'll get a brownie. It helps my stomach. It helps my digestion. I got some sleep last night. I woke up somewhere around 3 o'clock this morning. I was going to shoot a video. And the video I'm going to talk to you guys about in boxing, I'm going to talk to you guys about that video. But you can see, I'm shredding up. There's my muscles right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? Physically stronger and stuff. I want you guys to take a look at it again. Hold on, let me adjust this camera because it might give you a skewed view of things. There you go. It's a little better. So, there you go. And I'm telling you, you can do it too. Get off your couch. Stop being a couch potato. Get outdoors. Get some fresh air. Fresh air is always everything. Don't stay indoors. See, I'm indoors here in the studio right now. Don't need to be there. Get outside, get some exercise, get some training. I didn't comb my hair this morning. I just decided I'm gonna shoot this video. I want to talk to you guys about what Keith Thurman said concerning Manny Pacquiao and how he's gonna get Manny Pacquiao out of there. First of all, I was doing it last night, but the video didn't work out. First of all, Keith Thurman, I'm gonna say this categorically, Keith Thurman is not knocking out Manny Pacquiao. I'm telling you guys that now. He's gonna win the fight, but he's not knocking out Manny Pacquiao. Right? The Manny Pacquiao of today is smart. Yes, he still gets hit with the lead right. Right? But Pacquiao doesn't just dive in anymore. He dives in with defense. Even when you hit him with the lead right, he's already bracing up for the shot. So he'll come in as a southpaw, because I'm in southpaw stand. He may come in like this, right? Committed, and it's coming in off the jab, right? He's coming off his jab. But he's ready because he makes short steps now. So he's ready to brace for that shot. And even if you catch him on a brace. He's not going. As he gets hit, he snaps back. So You don't catch him flush. You can't catch him flush with the lead right. You know what I'm saying? He rolls the punches too. As he rides the punch as he's coming in. So for Keith Thurman's this is what Keith Thurman's do. I'm gonna be in an orthodox stance. So Keith Thurman wants to, as Pacquiao's coming in on him, he wanna sidestep Pacquiao this way or sidestep Pacquiao this way. And catch him with an uppercut. Huh! Right? Want to catch him here. Huh! Right? Or he wants to catch him here. Huh! Right? Floyd caught him with a check hook. So Pacquiao be coming, leaping in, overcommitting, and Floyd will pivot. He roll the punch, he pivot here, but as he's rolling, he's check hooking. Right? Huh. Huh. Okay? He's check hooking. Now, I'm gonna say this. Floyd caught Pacquiao with some flush ass shots. Okay? And Pacquiao kept coming. And Floyd can hit. He's not a one-hitter quitter, but he can hit. Keith Thurman is depending too much on his reach, which he will find will fail him, because Pacquiao has every single fight Pacquiao has always hurt his opponent or got their attention. He got Floyd in the 4th and the 6th. Floyd, a defensive fighter, one of the best defensive fighters ever. He got him. And I guarantee you, Pacquiao will catch Keith Thurman. So Keith Thurman needs to focus, because he's saying he got a reach advantage on Pacquiao. He calling Pacquiao T-Rex. Well, that T-Rex is going to get you. He is going to land on you. I can guarantee you, Keith Thurman, that T-Rex is going to catch you, because you underestimate Pacquiao. Let me continue. Everybody look at Pacquiao. He's a little guy down here. 5'4", 5'3". What he can do to me? Right? And they underestimate Pacquiao because he looked like a little guy. He looked like a little kid. You know, short reach. He's short. He's not supposed to catch it, right? He's not supposed to. Pacquiao used timing. Pacquiao's a guy that can slip a jab. He can slip a jab. He can roll a jab. And if you come with a textbook jab on Pacquiao, he gonna do you in. Floyd didn't just use a jab. Floyd used a jab with pivots. Floyd had to keep himself directly in front of Pacquiao all the time, which means Floyd had to be at maximum attention. Errol Spence Jr. did that to Mikey Garcia. He kept in front of Mikey. When Mikey pivot, Errol would pivot. When Mikey go low, Errol would go low. Okay? Gotta pivot. It's pivot work. Now, Keith Thurman does a couple things that Pacquiao can take advantage of. One, Keith Thurman like to whop. He like the hooker shot. Or he gonna throw a lead right, but he arc it. Two, he telegraph. Ha! He telegraph. Ha! Pacquiao gonna time that shit. You go telegraphing against Pacquiao, he gonna time you. And he gonna get you. Three, Keith Thurman does not do pivot work like how Errol Spence and Floyd do. He don't pivot right here. Keith Thurman take a walk. He bounce around. He shuffle. He better know how to pivot. Because you're going to have to turn off that angle real sharp. Because Pacquiao, he in and out. Pacquiao's in and out. In and out. But while you're not paying attention to the in and out, he's actually circling you. Or he's slightly changing the angle all the time. And he'll come off an angle with his double jab. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. He'll come off the angle with a double jab. And then all you know is you getting hit with the lead left. And you wondering, how the fuck did that happen? Well, he gauged you out. He was going in and out, testing, throwing his little T-Rex jab. You know what I'm saying? He was testing you. He was trying to figure out where to enter. You might have been having success bopping him in the head, but while you was busy bopping him in the head, he was negotiating how to get in on your ass and kind of punch you. Adrian Broner did a great job against Manny Pacquiao. Great. He's not textbook easy. You have to keep alert. And Adrian Broner was alert. That's why Adrian Broner did great. He didn't get knocked down. Now, Keith Thurman, your ass can get knocked down if you don't know what you're doing against Pacquiao. You throwing jokes and stuff, and Sean Porter and all those guys laughing. Pacquiao is much more complex than you think. Especially this Pacquiao. This 40-year-old Pacquiao. You think you're going to get Pacquiao out of there? Who got Pacquiao? Only Marquez. After he got knocked the fuck out, Pacquiao has not been knocked the fuck out. And everybody has tried. Okay, and Jesse Vargas has good power. Alright, you saw Jesse Vargas stop a couple fighters. So for the people who think Pacquiao just gonna get mowed over, that's why Leonard Ellaby's 100% correct. Motherfucking Pacquiao's career is not going to be over after this fight. And Keith Thurman, as much as you think you have power, buddy, you're going to have to try and use it. And even when you do use it, realize Pacquiao's not going to budge. Okay? He's still going to be coming at your ass. Now you, Keith Thurman, is saying you don't want to make Pacquiao do what he normally do. You're going to try and dictate from the beginning. I believe that. And I think that's why you're going to win the fight. You're going to get 7 out of the 12 rounds. I agree with that. But don't get it twisted. Pacquiao's going to commit and he's going to come at your ass. He's not going to do like what he did with Floyd Mayweather. He's going to come at you. He's going to take some punches to get to you. And you're going to realize your power ain't all that. Because Jose Cito Lopez could take your punches. Right? Because you set up the knockout. At this level, you don't have one hit or quitter power. You set up your knockouts. And you're going to have to try and set up Pacquiao. And Pacquiao going to be waiting for those certain shots that you do to knock out your opponents. He going to know what you do. Right? And that's the thing. And Pacquiao's seen everybody. He's seen everything. There's nothing you can bring to the table. You have an unorthodox style. He's going to get used to it. But there's nothing you're going to bring to the table that Pacquiao don't know. And this Pacquiao's a lot more patient. This Pacquiao's a lot more cautious. So this is a smarter Pacquiao. And he might just drop your ass. Alright? He did it with Jesse Vargas. He did it with a number of people. You know, stop Lucas Matisse. He didn't drop Adrian Broner. Broner had good defense. You're going to have good defense, Keith Thurman. Pacquiao going to bring it. And I'm guaranteeing you, he will get your attention in this fight. Alright? This is a fucking good fight. And I'm not ruling out Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao took this fight for a reason. Okay? He took you. You are actually the most decorated welterweight right now. All the other welterweights don't have a resume like yours. You got the best resume out there in terms of welterweight. Technically, he's taking the best welterweight out there. Errol Spence still, as much as we call him the best welterweight out there because of skill and his recent fights and how he's dispatched with people and stuff, Errol Spence is not as good a welterweight in terms of resume than you are. You're the best welterweight in terms of that. And you're going to have to prove it. Pacquiao's not going to give you a pass. And if you have the attitude that you're going to get Pacquiao out of there, your ass might get out of there. You might get knocked the fuck out by Pacquiao with that attitude. You better not underestimate that little guy. He might be small. He may have a short reach. But he manages to get at his opponents. And Floyd Mayweather said it, and it's true. That motherfucker is good. So you better be on your P's and Q's, and you better be defensive. You see how Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia? You better take Pacquiao seriously and make it look easy. Don't look for the knockout. If you can get it, get it. But if you can't get it, fuck with that. Okay? KOs for life? Fuck that. You get the win. Get the W. And if the KO comes, great. Alright? And all this shit about ending Pacquiao's career, ninja. You know, Adrian Broner said the same shit. And look what happened to him. You're not going to end this guy's career. This guy is good. Try and get the W. The W is what counts. Okay? Pacquiao is not... he ain't easy work. Floyd made it look like he was easy work. Because Floyd got tools in the bag that he utilized against Pacquiao. And Pacquiao, since the Floyd Mayweather fight, is better than the Pacquiao before the Floyd Mayweather fight. So your ass got some work to do. Because Pacquiao's seen the best. Okay? You ain't Floyd. Alright? And you got flaws to be exploited. A number of them. So if I was you, I'd work on my game and fuck that. And fuck that talk about Pacquiao. Because you keep on underestimating that motherfucker, he gonna get you. And he gonna get you good. And you're not gonna be ready for it when he gets you. Alright? You think because you were welterweight for so long, Pacquiao, motherfucker, Oscar De La Hoya was a welterweight. You know what? Pacquiao beat career welterweights like Antonio Margarito. Okay, he's slow. But he beat his ass. You know how bad he beat him? He destroyed his eye socket. Okay? Pacquiao wrecked his eye socket. Okay? Yeah, Margarito, he's slow and he was, you know, a rock'em sock'em robot. But nonetheless, Pacquiao wrecked his eye. And that same Pacquiao is there today. He got the power, everything. The only difference is this Pacquiao, he's not going to be fighting a guy who's just one-dimensional and just standing in front of him. You're not going to be standing, you're going to be circling his ass. You're going to be moving just like how he's moving. You're going to attack when he's retreating, and you're going to retreat when he's attacking. I know how you do your thing, your yin and yang stuff. You're going to be very difficult for Pacquiao, right? And for you to get a knockout maybe late in the fight, maybe you can get a knockout late in the fight. If Pacquiao's frustrated and trying to really overcommit, maybe you can knock him out then. Or not. But honestly, man, you ain't going to get no knockout from Pacquiao just like that. And it ain't going to be a short night. I can guarantee you that. You better respect that guy. Because that motherfucker, he's still fit. Alright? Yes, he gets caught with the lead right. He does. That's how you win the fight. But don't get it twisted. That motherfucker going nowhere. And you ain't ending his career. I can tell you that. You're going to get a win. I'm banking on you getting the win. I don't think you will not get the win. But but for you to think that Manny Pacquiao is some fossil that you can just dispose of, like the old time greats, fuck no. That ain't happening. That motherfucker still got his quickness, still got his speed, got a lot more refinement, a lot more class, very savvy, very sneaky, very skilled. Alright? He should be in the pound for pound list, but guess this is what I'll say. Motherfucking Manny Pacquiao. This is what I think will happen. And if you slip up one iota, Keith Thurman, I guarantee you Pacquiao gonna jump on your ass and he gonna try and take you out. I'm not saying he'll take you out, but he gonna try and take you out. You gonna understand why Manny Pacquiao is what he is. You gonna have respect for that motherfucker. If Sean Porter faces Manny Pacquiao, he gonna have respect for Pacquiao. Pacquiao's a dude. You couldn't knock out Danny Garcia. How the fuck you gonna knock out Manny Pacquiao? Because Marquez knocked him out? Dude. Danny Garcia took your best hit and then proceeded to do better and better as the fight went on. You think you could knock out Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman? You serious? Motherfucker, you can't knock out Manny Pacquiao. It ain't happening. Ever. Right? So forget that notion. Okay? They're not putting them to sleep. The only guy to do the Pacquiao that in his prime is Juan Manuel Marquez, his nemesis. And the only reason Marquez did, I ain't practiced that shot, by the way, is because Marquez got hype up on juice. Pacquiao was probably juice too. And them motherfuckers knocked each other down. Marquez's face was messed up. Marquez looked like he was going to die. It looked like Pacquiao was going to destroy his ass. And Pacquiao was coming in for the kill, and Marquez said, "This is my moment," and he lit his ass up. Now, if Pacquiao is dominating your ass in a fight, you might have a chance to knock his ass out. Other than that, it ain't happening. Pacquiao's got too decent a defense. He don't have the greatest defense in the world, but he got sharp defense. He might get hit, but he still got sharp defense. So nobody has knocked out Pacquiao since then. Everybody claimed they could. Jesse Vargas, all these motherfuckers. And Jesse Vargas knocked out people. You said that. He got some punch about. But when it comes to trying to knock out Pacquiao, it's not happening. Pacquiao's been knocked out 3 or 4 times in his career. Alright? And proceeded to whoop ass after that. You're not doing that. Eric fucking Morales, El Terrible, couldn't knock his ass out when he won it against him. You're not knocking out Manny Pacquiao. You're not doing it. He's too tough. And he's got really good defense. Really good defense. In fact, when he goes on the defensive, it's hard for you to hit him flush and do any damage to him. Once he goes defensive, he bobs and he kind of rides punches. You try to throw your shots on him and he just kind of riding the punch kind of way. He's a really, really difficult fighter, man. Ask Floyd. He's difficult. So you sleeping on a giant. He's a legend for a reason, motherfucker. And 40 years old, this motherfucker coming at you. And he is not taking prisoners. He gonna come at you. For real. That little midget. They call him a little midget and all that shit. Y'all clown Manny Pacquiao. But that motherfucker can fight. That motherfucker can fight. Alright? You are dealing with a real one. Alright? When you go into that ring, you're going to find out that. Adrian Broner found out. And you're going to find out he real. So if you want to win this fight, I'd say concentrate, motherfucker, on your game. Forget Manny Pacquiao and all that trash talk. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arms and all that shit. Don't disrespect this dude. Because when you step in the ring, you're going to learn why that motherfucker is called Manny Pacquiao. You're going to have respect for him after the fight. You're not just going to dispose of this dude. It's not going to happen. Ever. You can fight him 300 times. You might beat his ass 300 times. But all 300 times, that motherfucker going to be coming at you. And you're going to realize and respect him for that short little fucking diminutive guy with no reach. He got no fucking advantage over you. He ain't got no height advantage, no reach advantage, no weight advantage. And that motherfucker going to come at you and he going to touch you up. He is going to touch you up. He's touched up everybody in every single fight. He going to touch you. Floyd had a little swollen lip because of Pacquiao. 2 rounds, Pacquiao got his ass. Alright? He will catch you. He will catch you. So you better be ready for that motherfucker. Because that motherfucker gonna bring it. And he's guaranteed. I don't care if he fighting Errol fucking Spence. I don't care if he fighting Terrence fucking Crawford. All that motherfuckers gonna get it. He gonna touch them. He will touch you. Not one of those guys are not going to be untouched at the end of the fight with Manny Pacquiao. I don't care how good defensively they are. He is guaranteed to get at you. He's going to touch you. You might get him out of there. You might even beat him. But I guarantee you, he will reach you. So get your fucking A game on, because I'm counting on you to win that fight. You better bring your A game. And stop fucking around with talking shit. Forget that shit. You go, shut your mouth and work. Because that motherfucker already training. He already training for your ass. He real motivated. Right? Yeah, he gets caught with the lead right. Motherfucker knows that. He ain't trying to change it. He wants you to throw your lead right so he can counter your ass. You think it's a game? Fucking Pacquiao is a beast. Everybody underestimated Manny Pacquiao. What happens if he beats your ass? What you gonna say then? You gonna retire? Motherfucker, listen. You need to get the W over that motherfucker. So train your ass off. Alright? Train your ass off. That motherfucker is not playing. He training. While you was talking, he was training. That's all I got to say about that for the Keith Thurman. Because y'all just disrespectful, man. Y'all ain't really paying attention to what's going on. I got you, brother. But you better be training your ass off. You know what I'm saying? You think you got his number, and you probably do, but it's going to be a harder fight than you think. You better make it easy. You better make it look easy at least. Train your ass off, Keith Thurman, because this motherfucker going to come at you. Adrian Broner got this fight. That was a dream fight. He got his ass beat and dominated. Alright? Now, you strong enough to be able to clinch up and shit with Pacquiao, but I'm telling you now, the Pacquiao that's going to come at you, he going to be vicious. That motherfucker going to be vicious. He ain't going to be smart. He going to be vicious and smart. He a veteran. There's a lot of things you going to learn in that ring with that motherfucker. He's tricky. Pay attention. He's not what he seems like. Alright? That motherfucker can fight. He can fight. And he a little guy. In every way. But he can fight. He gonna be lighter than you. He's not gonna be heavier than you. You gonna come in 158. He gonna come in 152, 151. Somewhere around there. He gonna be smaller than you. Believe you me, that motherfucker gonna beat. He gonna get you. He gonna get to you. What you gonna do when he gets to you? You better be ready. You better be ready. You better have a good defense. Because he's gonna land on you. Alright? Adrian Broner outweighed Pacquiao. Pacquiao came in a smaller dude. For sure. He came in a little bit bigger than Floyd. Floyd and he, they were small guys. But he was smaller. He came in smaller than Adrian fucking Broner. And Broner, of course, wasn't really a true welterweight. So, it is what it is. He's smaller. He's a welterweight. He come in maybe 151, 155, 160, somewhere there. Between 155 and 160. He come in. Maybe even 165. But he not really a guy to fight at welterweight all the time, right? But you're a bona fide welterweight. So if he beat your ass, it's not gonna look good. I'm just saying. So handle your business. You supposedly the bigger dude. If he beat your ass, boy. If he beat your ass, he pound for pound #1 in the world. He passed Canelo. But when you look at what he's done lately, beating what would be the number 2 welterweight in the world now, he pound for pound number 1. So Pacquiao got a lot he can make a statement with. He got a lot going for him. He motivated like fuck. So if you think you gonna just trash talk this motherfucker and disrespect him, alright, go ahead. Right? But do trust me, he is coming for you. Okay? He's coming for you. And he got a lot that he can benefit from. He gonna look. Floyd never fought you. This motherfucker fighting you. If he fight you and beat you, he could say, look at that. Floyd punked out when he had to face you. But I beat your ass. He could say that. He gonna have bragging rights like crazy. He gonna be pound for pound number 1 in the world. Like Floyd said, he gonna be pound for pound number 1. And on top of that, the motherfucker gonna be, he could just add to his legendary career. And you say you get the WBA super title, which, that's cool. He don't give a fuck about that. He just cares to beat your ass. Titles don't mean shit to Pacquiao anymore. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao's the draw. He don't need a title to beat. He pulls in the crowd anyway. So if you think you're going to just step to the table and beat Pacquiao like that, sorry, buddy. You might have a rude awakening. He's not that simple. He's not that simple. Pay attention to how he's even coming in on different angles. It's not the same like when he was younger. He's tweaked things, little things. He's tweaked. He changed up things a little bit. He be doing little things. Why? Because of the Floyd fight. He realized I can't just come in a monotone angle all the time. Shit, he started boxing. He even uses pivot work now. Like tiny little pivot steps and stuff. He shifts a little bit. You got to pay attention to what you do. That would stand more in front of Adrian Broner. He was just standing in front of Adrian Broner a little bit longer. Going moving all around the ring. He changed up some stuff, man. They worked on shit. Blue Boy and him worked on shit. They really boxing now. And still adding his elements into the game. Very refined. Alright? That's how he knocked down Jesse Vargas. And that's how he knocked down Timothy Bradley. Bradley tried to come with the same game plan. Pacquiao smoked his ass. Y'all don't understand. Pacquiao's better. He ain't worse. He's better. So, with aging, wine ages with time. This motherfucker is aging well. Alright? He may not be as explosive and as quick as he used to be when he was younger. But that motherfucker is so smart now. He's so smart. That's why he want to face Floyd again. You want to face Floyd again. Alright? So, motherfucker, let me say it again. You are dealing not just with a living legend, but with a guy who is not somebody you just dismiss. He's simple. I can handle him. It's not simple. You have to treat him like he's not simple. Please don't think because he's shorter than you and he got a shorter reach than you and you think you know his style. His style has evolved. You think you know his style, that he is what he is. Look at his most recent fights. And he's not going to fight you the same way he fought those other 2 opponents. He'll have signature moves, but he changes up things. Okay? Pay attention to him. Everybody thinks they know what Pacquiao is. And Pacquiao's a little bit more than you think. He's a much better fighter than when he got knocked out by Marquez. And he's tremendously a better fighter than when he fought Floyd. And his punch output has dropped. Because he's more thinking. He's more boxing with sharper and smarter. He's not moving as much because he don't have to. He learned all of that. Alright? He still lunges in because he has to. But as he's lunging in, he braces for impact. So in midair, he can... in midair, while he's in the air, he can brace for the impact right there. He braced for a shot. Okay? that motherfucker is... He's clever. Alright? He's clever. They learn little tricks. Alright, so if you think that you're going to just knock this motherfucker out, you're gonna realize he's tricky. He's very tricky. Alright, he's tricky. So don't count this motherfucker out. This motherfucker will get you. And when he gets you, you better prepare for that. You better train for that shit. Floyd was ready for that. Jesse Vargas wasn't. Timothy Bradley wasn't. And he could catch you on the offbeat. He could catch you off balance. He could catch you because once you're throwing, if you're not defensively responsible all the way. And you see that excessive movement you make? That might be your downfall if you move so excessively. Because Pacquiao don't move as excessively as you do. He missed a lot of punches, but still. Alright, he can catch you with a body shot and put you down. Alright? He can put you down. Because his timing is a weird kind of timing. It's an awkward timing. And he has been throwing lefts to the body. If you look at the Adrian Broner fight. He's been mixing it up now. He's mixing body to head. Like what he did with Duaba. He mixed the shot to the body and to the head. He tried to do it with Floyd too. And Floyd was spinning off the ropes and check hooking him. But he did catch Floyd a couple times. But Floyd was kind of rolling it. So I'm just saying. You better pay attention to what this motherfucker be doing. Alright? Don't pay attention to what he's doing. Sorry. You pay attention to your game. Make sure your game is on point. Because you still might be rusty. And Pacquiao is no joke. Errol Spencer's right. Pacquiao no joke. You got Pacquiao fight, but it might be too soon. Because you underestimate him. The way how you talking, you underestimate that motherfucker. That is not a motherfucker to underestimate. He'll turn the tables on you real fast. Okay, you have to be super alert for this motherfucker. You're going to have to be super aware of what's happening. And if you off by a centimeter or off by, a fraction of a degree, that motherfucker won't get you. Alright, this is all about angles and reach and what you think. There's an illusion to some shit. You better be able to see through the illusions of this motherfucker, because this motherfucker have different angles of approach. And that's what catches you. Floyd got tricked. He tricked him throwing the jab. He threw the jab this way. Motherfucker. It's this way. Okay. Right. He threw the jab this way. And Pacquiao was off an angle on this motherfucker. Alright? He was off an angle. So Pacquiao did this. And he caught him with the counter left. Boom! Floyd didn't realize. And Floyd was in perfect balance. Floyd didn't realize he was within range. Because what Pacquiao was doing. He would lean back. The little motherfucker was leaning back like this. His foot was in range. Crossed Floyd's foot. And he's like this. And then he dropped his arms. Floyd saw the opportunity and committed to the jab. He was in perfect fucking balance. Floyd. But didn't realize Pacquiao, his little foot, was within range of Floyd's foot. He didn't see the footwork. He thought he did. And then when he realized what the fuck was happening, he closed his eyes and he started bracing for the punch. Because he saw what he said, oh, that motherfucker got me. He saw the punch coming. He was like, oh shit. I missed that range. Because Pacquiao's like that. He's like that. He's a tricky motherfucker. You guys need to understand boxing, man. Pacquiao ain't no fucking joke. He inching on your ass. You didn't realize that. He do that little in and out little shit. And he be messing around with range. And he just waiting for you to just take for granted what's happening. And what he does, if I'm way out here, right? I'm too far away from you, right? I'm circling you, right? I'm southpaw again. I'm circling you, right? Deontay Wilder does this. Pacquiao does this. There are different kinds of jabs. One is a step-in jab. So I step in and I jab you, right? So I could be out here, but I know you are about a step away from me. So I'm way out here, and you're thinking, he's way out of range. And you throw you throw a probing jab just to see how far they are. And when he slip past your ass and step in and jab you, right? Well, Pacquiao doesn't only step in. Like Deontay Wilder, he was skipping. So he was skipping on you. That means he covers more than just a step away. That's how he covers range. They say he lunges sometimes, but he skips in. Floyd does it sometimes too. So you skip it, which makes him cover even more ground. Then as he's skipping, he throw a little probing jab to make sure you on the defense. And then after that, what does he do? Throw the lead left. That's right. He'll either throw an uppercut or a looping lead left, or he may throw a straight lead left. Or he may come in and throw a right hook. He do it as if he's going to throw a jab and he throw a right hook over your shoulder. Catch you with a right hook and then throw you the lead left. Alright? It's Pacquiao. I'm motherfucker tricky. That's how he covers ground. And he knows how to do it in a clever way. Because it's the timing of the shit that y'all don't get. These motherfuckers are called They're called ambush fighters. Pacquiao depends on the ambush to get you, like Floyd. I'm gonna catch you on the offbeat. Keith Thurman's kind of like that too. They're all ambush fighters, right? So that's what it's all about. I still got Keith Thurman beating Manny Pacquiao, but Keith Thurman, man, Ninja, you might think you can knock out Pacquiao. You think you got power. Power don't mean shit if you can't land it properly and you can't use it properly. I don't care how much you believe in your skills and you believe in yourself. If I was you, I'd be working on my skill set to ensure that if I got to go 12 rounds with Pacquiao, I'll beat his ass. I'll beat him. Okay? And Keith Thurman has all the confidence in the world, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't ever rule out Pacquiao on beating Keith Thurman. It's very, very possible. In fact, this fight is a 60-40 fight, just like Canelo versus Daniel Jacobs. I expect Keith Thurman to beat Manny Pacquiao. I don't expect it to be just a fight where Pacquiao is not in the fight. How do I say that? Keith Thurman gonna beat him by maybe 8-4. So it'll be a comprehensive win. But Pacquiao's going to get to Keith Thurman and get him in trouble, at least briefly, or at least get his attention. All right, I believe that. Okay, so I don't see Pacquiao getting knocked out. I don't see Pacquiao getting severely hurt by Keith Thurman. That's not happening. What I see Pacquiao getting, though, is getting to Keith Thurman, getting his attention. Keith's going to be strong enough to be able to take whatever Pacquiao does and defensively sound enough to get out of there. But he's going to be on the ropes. Pacquiao going to be trying to pummel it against him. He's going to try and counterpunch Pacquiao. If he's not careful, he's going to get caught again. And Pacquiao going to just rain down on him for a minute. It's going to look like Pacquiao is beating him up. Pacquiao going to win the round. That's how it's going to go down. Right? So, that's what Pacquiao want to do to get the momentum back in his favor. Right? So, let's see what Keith Thurman can do. I know Keith Thurman knows about the check hooks and all of that stuff, but it's not going to be as easy as you think. Even when Pacquiao's committing to a punch, Pacquiao has defense in the back of his mind. Right? His reflexes now are sharp enough to get him back into defensive mode if he gets caught with something. And he will get caught what seems like flush with certain punches, but that doesn't mean you're going to drop him. He's tough. That's all I got to say for now. I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was an interesting fight. I was listening to what Keith Thurman's statements were. Also, Terrence Crawford had to say a couple things to Keith Thurman because they think that in the next generation they can smoke the present generation, which they may be right about. But what I would say is get the W. You know, Terrence Crawford said the same thing, get the W, so we move on. I think that Terrence is trying to keep his name very smartly in the public's eye. That he's also one of the welterweight champions. And that's a smart thing because he's on the other side of the fence. At least keep your mouth open, talking so people don't forget about you. I really want to see Terrence Crawford face a legitimate welterweight like maybe a Kelbrook. You know? Kelbrook would be a good one. And somehow make a PBC fight, man. Make a fight with one of them PBC fighters. But fucking Barbarian, man. That motherfucker just be messing up everything, man. He just fucks up everything. I just wish that this motherfucker would just let Todd the Buff run shit. So we could have Terrence Crawford face a Danny Garcia or Mikey fucking Garcia. You know, those are good names for him to face. Especially if Mikey faces Danny. Whoever wins that fight, let him face Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fucking solid test for Terrence Crawford because those guys have faced him before. It's particularly Danny. Danny's got on a win. Terrence has gotten a win. I would love to see those two rumble. That would be a great ass fight. Better than the Kelbrook fight, actually. So make those fucking fights happen. God damn it. And Danny Garcia's faced everybody except for Errol Spence Jr. So why not have a Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford, man? And let's see who wins that fight. That's a good ass fight. I'm guaranteeing you Terrence Crawford ain't knocking out Danny Garcia. And Danny Garcia like that smoke. And Danny Garcia is looking really good. He's looking really fucking strong. I would love to see that fight. And Danny, he walking down boxes now. So and cutting off the ring really well. And really land some beautiful combos. I would love to see that fight against Terrence Crawford. I know Danny gonna catch Terrence. You know, Terrence is not going to be able to just box Danny just like that. Nope. Danny going to catch him. So, I would love to see that fight. That's a better fight than Kell Brook fight, actually. You know. But Kell Brook's a classy fighter as well. I would love to see Terrence Crawford versus Kell Brook. Those are the fights I want to see. I don't want to see him step up to Errol Spence yet. I want to see him step up to a guy who's proven and got a big, long track record. Amir Khan was a fucking waste of time. But Danny Garcia, the motherfucker that knocked out Amir Khan, oh no, that's not a waste of time at all. Go talk to Al Heyman. Make that fucking fight happen. You know what? Let me tell you what Terrence Crawford need to do. Terrence Crawford need to tell Bob Arum, because he's the fighter. And if Bob Arum want to keep him on the shelf, fuck Bob Arum. Fuck him. I hope that Al Heyman or somebody buy out his contract. But at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford need to tell Bob Arum, make a reality. This is what I want. This is what I want. Make a fucking reality that I can face a PBC fighter like Danny Garcia. Let me get that Danny Garcia fight. Danny Garcia ain't facing nobody right now. That's the fight. That's a fucking big fight too. That's a big ass fight. Make that fight happen, Bobby Arum. Make that motherfucking fight happen. They try to make it happen. Make it happen. Make that fucking fight happen. Because that's the fight I want to see. That's the fight I want to see. And I want to see how Terrence fares against Danny. Danny Garcia going to make him work. That's going to be a fight where he's going to have to work. Danny going to make him work. And if he slip up in any fucking way, if Terrence slip up in any, and don't come with that ambidextrous bullshit. Danny don't give a fuck about that. Danny could fight southpaw and orthodox. He don't give a fuck. Because his stance is an interesting one. Where he can also fight from the southpaw stance. So, I love to see that fight. That's a good ass fight. That's a really good fight. That's a really good fight. Right? Because Danny's counting on Terrence to come in. He's a counterpuncher. Terrence also would love Danny to come in. He's a counterpuncher. But Terrence is also aggressive enough to come at you. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight, y'all. That's a good fight. And if you ask me, what fight would I like to see? That's the fight I would love to see. Kell Brook's a good fight too. I mean, Kell Brook might have lost fights and just once his eye orbital holds up, but Terrence Stout gets his eye. But Kell Brook had a good ass fight with Errol Spence Jr. as well. And Kell Brook will give Terrence Crawford a run for his money. The only problem is in the later rounds he's gonna fade a little bit. We'll see if he survives that. But I think Terrence Crawford beats him. But when it comes to Danny Garcia, I don't know. I don't know if Terrence Crawford gonna beat Danny. I can't say. Danny might just beat Terrence Crawford. Alright? Yeah. Believe it or not. If I have to pick, that's a 50-50 fucking fight. Danny Garcia versus... You'll say, but Danny don't move around that much. Nah, that recent fight with Adrian Granados changed my mind. Changed my fucking mind. I would love to see Danny against Sean Porter. I would love to see Danny against Keith Thurman. Because I know it might happen at welterweight. It might happen at super welterweight. That motherfucker can fight. Danny Garcia can fight. And you try to trade with him, you try to land 2 punches at him, he will catch your ass. Now, you can't just putt shut Danny Garcia. Putt shutting's not enough. That motherfucker is quick at countering you. Alright, and his defense is on point. You're not just going to land on him just like that. So, I would love to see that fight against Terrence Crawford. And let's see, that's a true test. You want a real test, a welterweight test? Former world champion Danny Garcia, or former world champion, welterweight world champion, Kell Brook. Those are 2 good tests. I still got Kell Brook getting beat by Terrence Crawford because down the stretch Kell Brook gasses. Danny don't fucking gas. Danny's a fucking warrior. He fights to the very end. You're not knocking Danny Garcia out. He's never been dropped. That motherfucker is the real deal. That's the one. That's the real test for Terrence Crawford. He can face Danny Garcia. He can face Errol Spence. He can face Keith Thurman. He can face Sean Porter. But if that motherfucker can't get past Danny Garcia, I guarantee you, and he has not gotten a test like that. He has not been tested like that. He ain't faced a motherfucker that ain't going nowhere. That got good defense. That could knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Got that power. You know what I'm saying? Ask Sean Porter. Sean Porter had a tough fight with Adrian Granados. Danny Garcia dispatched that motherfucker. Knocked his ass out. in emphatic fight and dropped his ass a couple times. Let me tell you, fucking Terrence Crawford, that's the fight you need to get. 12-hour round, I don't care what it takes. Make that fight with Danny Garcia. That's the fight I want. That's what get my juices running. Kell Brook's cool. Danny Garcia's my man. I want that motherfucker. And train your ass off for that motherfucker so you can beat him. It's not going to be an easy fight. It never has been. Nobody has an easy fight with Danny Garcia. Nobody. Bring that heat. Let's see it. That's the smoke right there. Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford. You know you're not knocking out Danny Garcia. Not happening. You know he's going to be the stronger dude between the two. Danny going to be stronger than Terrence. So the question will be, how is Terrence going to deal with what Danny Garcia is going to do to him? And how is he going to figure out a way to beat this guy by outboxing his ass? He's going to have to try and outbox Danny. That's what he's going to have to do. You know? That'd be a good ass fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I'm telling you now. It's going to be a good ass fight. Danny Garcia is no fucking joke. And he's going to bring that smoke. So we're going to see. That's the fight we need to see. There's no other fight we need to see. Terrence versus Errol Spence Jr. That's cool. That's a good fight. I don't have Terrence Crawford winning that fight at this point in time. I don't care what nobody say. But you want a good test so we know if he can handle that fight? Danny Garcia. If that motherfucker can handle Danny Garcia, he can handle Errol Spence. I didn't say Sean Porter. He might be able to beat Sean Porter because Sean Porter is a little bit wild. He's tough, but he's wild, so you can outpoint him. I didn't say Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman's facing right now, of course, Manny Pacquiao. Sean Porter's facing Errol Spence. They busy. But see, motherfucking Danny Garcia's a clinician. That motherfucker gets crisp, clean punches. And he got that pop now. And he's bigger and stronger now. I want to see that fight. And Danny ain't got nobody to face at the end of this year. At least right now. Now he faced Adrian Granados, but he ain't got no big fight. Terrence Crawford. That's your fight. That's your man. Fuck Kell Brook. Get that motherfucker. Let's see that fight. Because it's going to show us a lot about you if you could beat Danny Garcia. A lot. And I got that fight as a 50-50 fight. I'm serious. That's a 50-50 fight. I know Danny got 2 losses. Some people say disputable losses against Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Okay. Let's see if Terrence can separate himself and actually get a definitive win against Danny Garcia. Ain't gonna happen, but it's gonna be a close fight again. Because Danny's a dog. And he's stronger now. And he's bigger now. And he's a lot more technical in how he's making sure that a guy that's boxing him don't get away. So I would love to see that fight. If you want, fuck Errol Spence. Errol Spence is cool. That's a good fight. But that's not for this year. That's the fight for this year. That's a big ass fight. I don't care where you have that fight. More than likely, Danny gonna say the Barclays because Danny got the numbers. Terrence Crawford ain't got that numbers. So they're gonna have to make a compromise. Maybe it'll be on ESPN, but it will be in the Barclays. Or maybe it's ESPN and Fox, but it's in the Barclays. Whatever the fuck it need to be, it's gonna be in the Barclays. Because Danny got the numbers. Alright, he's drawing that. Now, when it comes to other things, they're going to have to negotiate that shit. But, honestly speaking, man, if you ask me what fight gets me hyped for, if you ask me what fight I really want to see, it's Terrence Crawford versus Danny Garcia. They got history with each other. That's a fucking good fight. Fuck Errol Spence. Errol Spence cool. That fight, my juices ain't rolling for that. I know Errol Spence going to beat Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford got a lot of skill and all that shit, but Errol Spence got the pivot work. So I already know Errol Spence will beat Terrence Crawford. All y'all saying, Buddy McGirt and they sold on Terrence Crawford. Fuck that. I'm not just gonna just ride a nigga's dick. Until Terrence Crawford show me he's strong enough and he got that pivot work. This is what Terrence do a lot of. He do a lot of gibbering like this. And he pivot. You can't do that shit against Errol Spence. Errol's a sharp fucking shooter. He gonna read your gibberish. You doing this little. You can't be doing that shit against Errol. Errol do like this. Shot. He's sharp. He's fucking sharp, man. You can't do that shit against Errol. And establish that jab on your ass so quick. You gonna switch stances. Errol can switch stances too. You go orthodox. Errol can go orthodox. And shot. Reach out. Wow. He come at you. Don't be playing that shit with Errol. You see how sharp he was against Danny? Against Mikey? Fucking sharp. That motherfucker don't play. So if you think you want to just step up to Errol like that, nah. Keith got to be careful with Errol as well. Pacquiao too. You know, we got some beasts in the welterweight division. We got Mikey, Danny, Pacquiao, Terrence, Keith. These are all killers. Errol, Sean, Kale. I mean, killers. The welterweight division only got killers in it. Once upon a time, Berto was a bad boy. Sean got rid of his ass. Knocked the fuck out. And Sean is not known for punching power. Do you guys understand how bad these motherfuckers are? It's a beast in the welterweight division right now. This is better than the Hearns, Hagler, Duran era. Because it was Hearns, Hagler, Duran, Leonard, Benitez, right? 5 people. Watch how many now. We got fucking Pacquiao, Thurman, Porter, Spence, Brook, Crawford, Garcia. That's 8 motherfuckers. All killers. You got 8 killers in the division. This is it's red fucking hot division. It's a red fucking hot division. And then we got the sidesteppers. We got the Vargas, I think, is on 154 now. Yeah, he at 154. Right, we got a little Berto in the side. Berto, veteran. And we got a couple others up and coming. We hearing about my boy at 140 wanting to go up to 147. Yeah, a little Broner in there too. He more of a clown, but Broner's there too. That's 10. That's 10 motherfuckers. And we can keep on going. That division is red fucking hot. And we only got killers in there. Straight up savages. That's the division we're talking about. That's the welterweight fucking division. It's the hottest division out of all the divisions. Heavyweight division can't touch it. All we got in the heavyweight division is Wilder, Fury, and Joshua. Right? Then we got other guys up and coming, but they up and coming. Right? And then we got some of those world champions and shit, but they ain't hot like that. Right? We only got 3 in the heavyweight division. Welterweight division has the most motherfuckers that are badass and killers with killing history in that division. It's a stacked fucking red hot division. It's better than Hearns and all them guys. You only got badasses in that division. Savages. They're not as skilled as Floyd, but they are savages. You're talking about guys coming down from 182. They'll be fighting in that division. That's Sean Porter. It was a 182, 180 pounder. Came down to welterweight. That's the motherfucker you can't knock out Sean Porter. Errol Spence talking about knocking out Sean Porter. I'm like laughing. I'm like, that motherfucker Sean Porter. Do you understand that dude is really a 182 pounder in a welterweight body? In ridiculous shape. Alright? And you're not going to be able to hit him just like that either. He's going to use a little bit of boxing skill on you. In and out shit and all that. And go around you and shit and disrupt you. But still, I got Errol Spence beating him. Alright? I got him beating him. Right? He's not knocking him out. It's not going to happen. Porter can take a punch. He's going to beat him up. But he ain't going to knock him out. So, I say all of this just to say that that's the division we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And if Terrence want a piece of he really want a piece of the smoke, he gonna have to be super vocal. And, he got to talk for himself. Fuck Barry Arum. He gonna have to talk for himself. And not worry about how he's being missed out. Just keep on talking. commenting on the different fighters, commenting on the different fights, because you're on the outside for maybe a couple more years. So if you're going to be on the outside, you better be vocal, man. You know, you be vocal on the outside, you're going to get them fights. But I'm going to tell Terrence this. If you don't get in the ring with one of them motherfuckers from PBC, you're not going to be ready for Errol. It's just what it is. You can train how much you want. You only get that level up by being in the ring with the people you need to be in the ring with. Errol's being with top tier guys, and he just continue going to be with top tier guys. Your ass ain't going to be with top tier guys in your division. You need to get top tier fuckers in the division. Kell Brook lost to Errol Spence, and they got a little win. And, you know, Kell Brook, he don't look hot, but you never know. He might be able to do well. He does gas out later on in the fights. So he not necessarily the guy right now you need to be really testing your skills against. You need somebody who you can really fucking test your skills against. And the guy I think a perfect guy for that is Danny Garcia. He not gonna move excessively around the ring. He will be coming to find you if he has to come find you. And he's going to counterpunch you. You're going to get hit by Danny Garcia. So it's a perfect sort of scenario. You know, it's kind of like if he was to face Marquez. It's kind of like a Marquez, but a revised Marquez. That's Danny Garcia. You can beat him, but it's going to take something for you to beat him. You know, that's why I say it's a 50-50 fight. That's a good fight for Terrence Crawford. Perfect fight for Terrence Crawford. That would show, if he gets past Danny Garcia, that's it. I belong in this fucking division. Give me Errol Spence. You belong there. Because you beat Danny, you belong in the division. You belong. What I mean by that is, you bona fide. You bona fide. You ready. You ready for whoever, whenever, however. Because everybody talking about you got skills and all that. That don't mean shit. You need to have competition to be able to showcase those skills at the highest level. You know, you don't got that competition right now where you at. And you know this. You need that. You need that competition. Now, you may believe in your heart you could beat these guys. But until you actually face them in the ring and actually beat them, you're not getting that feel. You know, that feel that you need for the next level. To handle that, because these guys are top tier guys. Danny Garcia is a top tier motherfucker. Proven top tier guy. He's not no fucking Benitez. He not no Jose Benavidez, sorry. Jose Benavidez, he good. They were bad boys. Benavidez brothers are bad, but they inexperienced. Those motherfuckers inexperienced. Jose Benavidez didn't even know what to do. That's why you knocked his ass out in the 12th round. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the highest level, you're not doing that shit to Danny Garcia. You're not doing that shit to Danny Garcia. He's seen too much. He been in the ring with too many legends and shit. You're not doing that to him. The only legend you faced, unfortunately for you, is what's his name? Oh shit, I forgot. You know, the short Cuban guy. I forgot what his name is. You know what I'm saying? That's the only legend you faced. How the fuck you gonna fuck with Danny Garcia? Come on, man. How many legends Danny Garcia faced? How many world champions Danny Garcia faced? He's seen everything and beat everybody's ass. So you should go step up to that dude, Danny. That's a perfect thing, because Danny was unified 140 champion. You was undisputed 140 champion. Danny came up to welterweight and won a world title. You came up to welterweight and won a world title. Danny beat who to get a world title? I can't remember. You beat who to get a world title? I can't remember. It's perfect. Y'all should face each other. You know what I'm saying? Perfect fight. Alright? Danny beat established motherfucking world champions. You beat one or two. Well, basically one actually. Established world champion. Alright? And the guy I'm talking about is forgot his name. He's a British guy. Irish guy. Scottish guy. I can't remember what. Right, he was 140. He was lightweight champion. You know, he did his thing. So at the end of the day, Ricky Burns, that's the guy I'm talking about. So, you know, Danny been doing this for a long time. You've been doing this for a long time. Step up and face Danny. That's what you need to step up. That's the contemporary you need to face. You know, Danny's highly decorated. That will be a perfect fight, man. You get a win over Danny. I don't care if it's a split decision win. You get a win over Danny Garcia. Your ass in the driving seat. Your ass, I'm backing it. I'm like, Give me that Errol Spence fight now. I need that Errol Spence Jr. fight against Terrence Crawford. Let's see it. But right now, I can't say that. I think Errol Spence beats the brakes off of you. Well, not beats the brake, but I mean, he going to get the decision over you. He going to beat you by decision. He going to beat you by decision. That's how I feel about it. Because you ain't been tested like that to be able to face an Errol Spence Jr. You haven't been tested yet. And what Errol Spence showed me in the Mikey Garcia fight showed me that motherfucker gonna pivot with you. You know, and you can't be doing that fidgety shit. He gonna catch you. He gonna stab you to the pit, stab you to the foot, hit you with a left to the pit. He gonna just keep on pounding you. You gonna use your defense and shit, but and you might counter punch him once or twice, but he gonna pound you away. You can't be doing that fidgeting shit. You know, you better settle the fuck down, because Errol don't telegraph nothing, and he don't just jump. He don't do this shit. He don't reset like this. All right, Errol be just pivoting. Errol's like this. Errol don't do all that. Floyd does the same thing. Floyd just do like this. Floyd don't fidget. Floyd don't. All right, he don't settle down. Floyd do different rhythms. Even he changed it up a different way. You can't read him. And Errol sometimes look flat-footed because he just standing there. You know what I'm saying? But Errol, again, he's not trying to get you to time him. He's not trying to get you to time him. And he showed me better defense. And he changed head slots and shit. He still keep his head in the center line sometimes, and he uses it to block instead. But you know, is what it is. You gotta catch him still. So at the end of the day, it's hardly touched by Mikey Garcia. Hardly touched. And that fucking pivot work is on point. And you see pivot work? I can't tell people enough how much pivot work is important in boxing. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't know shit about that kind of pivot work. I'm gonna demonstrate. So Sugar Ray Leonard and those kinds of guys, they would stand in front of each other, right? And they would do something like this. I don't know how to do orthodox stance, right? And they kind of broad-chested. They don't use remote footwork particularly. And right? That's what they do. Motherfucking Errol Spence. Alright? Pivot work. I just completely pivot. I can pivot 90 degrees. Errol can pivot 180 degrees, which means Errol can come here, right? And do this. And pivot all the fuck way around. Changing levels at the same time, if necessary. And shooting a shot up or down. That shit is crazy. That's called pivot work. And that shit is not something you just learn overnight. I didn't do it perfectly, by the way. But my point being, that motherfucker, you could be behind that motherfucker. He'll pivot and find you. And that's crazy. I learned it in martial arts. I did it like this. So you be in the starch like this, right? I want to block a guy behind me, right? So what do? I change direction. Bam. Errol Spence could do that too. He can shift. So if I'm here, I'm in orthodox stance. I'm gonna become southpaw here. See? Pivot work. Real quick. Bam. Second, right? Now in boxing, you could keep your stance, right? And still pivot. I could pivot backwards this way. Or I could pivot forwards this way. It's just a step. Boom. But if I'm gonna pivot, I might pivot in a shot, which means I may have to go blocking the shot, or I may have to swivel under and catch the shot. Right? I'm just showing you. The dude, he don't do that. He don't do those kind of 180, but he can do it. You see what I'm saying? And the way how Errol Spence does it, he gets low as he's pivoting, which is beautiful. Pivot work, man. It's just everything in boxing. And that's what I'm trying to tell you is Floyd did it with Manny Pacquiao. Remember when Pacquiao came in this way and Floyd went under him? He swiveled. So Pacquiao was coming in this way. And Floyd did this. And went under him. And Pacquiao pivoted back and faced Floyd. Remember that? Pivot work, man. Motherfucking pivot work is the joint. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole other ball game than bouncing. Ray Leonard would do this. Oscar De La Hoya. Right? Fucking bouncing. It's a waste of fucking time sometimes. Sometimes it's good because it gets your rhythm going and whatever. A guy mock your rhythm, you in fucking shit. Your ass is grass. Right? So, there's a lot to boxing, man. But pivot work. Gotta learn that shit. Gotta learn that shit. Gotta learn that shit. See? That's what Errol have on everybody. Ask Floyd. That motherfucker got pivot work. Right? Pivot work. It's everything in boxing. Makes your job easier. Especially if you're perfectly in balance. Lomachenko don't know shit about that. He don't know shit about that. That's why he in and out, bouncing all around the fucking place. Keith Thurman need to utilize that more. It's a game of inches. Right? When I'm doing martial arts, a guy's coming flying in at me. I'm not gonna jump back or jump to the side. No, motherfucker. You coming this way at me. So what do? That's it. No big set of stepping. You coming at me this way? Right? You coming at me this way. So what do? I change the angle. That's it. Just a slight step. Motherfucker coming with me with a knife. Right? So what do? I trap it. Take the knife away and let him flip. Just pull the hand down. Watch him go. Go on by me. If I want to trip him, put my foot in the way and trip him. That's it. No big set of movement. Why am I wasting my time? I'm getting hype over what? Just stay calm. Pivot. Pivot work. Right? That's the key. Alright? You're going backwards. Motherfucker pushing you backwards. How are you going to go backwards? Am I going to go straight back? Of course not. Right? I'm a zigzag. Zigzag. You see? I'm a zigzag, but I'm zigzagging in a curve. I want to circle him. But I'm zigzagging, so he doesn't know which way I'm going to go. You know? If you are in the military and somebody's firing a gun at you, what do? You zigzag, right? You get out of there, right? Alright? Football. Right? Zigzag. Well, motherfucker, you do the same in boxing. But not excessively. Small steps. Inches. Staying outside range. Shift it. Floyd sometimes would skip backwards. Right? You skip backwards. Footwork. It's everything. Right? That's how you're able to check hook Andre Berto. Andre Berto coming off the jab. Heesh. Right? He coming off the jab. What Floyd is doing? Floyd is here. I can't show you. I'm going to show you. I'm here, right? Watch the step back. It's at an angle. I'm making a curve. And your ass be following me instead of cutting off the ring. You know, because you'll step behind, you know, and I mesmerize your ass. And you following me around the ring. Right? It's boxing. Kell Brook got nice pivot work too. I'm not gonna lie. You know, he got nice pivot work. And he does it nice and smooth. But if you get Kell Brook on the inside, he doesn't know what to do with the pivot work. He don't know how to pivot on the inside. That's a whole other story for another day. How you get position, how you pivot inside, how you use the shoulder, how you get low, how you guard your body and protect the organs, how you square, you kind of, what's the word? I get low and I'm here. I bounce you here. I keep position. To your body, you know. Keep position on the motherfucker. It's your remote footwork works again to your advantage, so the guy can't hit your body where it needs to be, and you can get your shots off. It's about adjusting for position. Sometimes your arms are intertwined and lock up and try to get position on the inside. Trying to get position on the inside. You know, that's shit that you need to know in boxing. I'm just saying. So hey, and they say it's dirty. Oh, they hugging each other. They're not hugging each other, motherfucker. They fighting for position. They're fighting for position. You don't offload heavy shots on the inside. No, motherfucker. You just touching them. Wrestling, touching them. Short shots. And you know those short little shots, the quick short shots, they actually hurt more because you're not bracing for them than the more power trying to put leverage into a shot. Arrows sometimes put too much fucking leverage into shots. Sometimes you just need to do the short little poking shot because they actually hurt more because it's so the timing, how quickly you put them in and how accurately you put them in makes a big difference. All right. So yeah, that's boxing. Hey, for those of you who don't know my channel, I'm what you need. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. I need more subscriptions so I can do a live feed with you guys. As well as you can see, I'm sweating like a pig. As well as you can also donate to my channel. Guys who like my channel, you like what I'm doing and stuff, don't forget, donate to my channel. It's still MoneyGram Western Union that I need to collect the monies from. But guess what? You can, in time, very soon, be able to donate to my channel via online methods. You know, I'm going to have online banking. I probably have it now. And I'm going to have a card. So I should be able to collect monies from you somehow, some way. I'm going to figure out how. And so we can get the monies. If you need to donate immediately, you can just donate. And I'll go through all this Western Union bullshit and all of that. But I really, really like talking boxing with you guys. Not just the technical aspect, but just overall the attitude and stuff about boxing is really good. You know, I hope you guys are trying and motivated to throw some punches, man. Start a box again, man. You know, just simple box step. The simple box step is you stay in your stance like this. All right, you sit in your stance. Try to sit in your stance. All right, and you shuffle forward, shuffle to the side, shuffle to the back, shuffle to the back. That's a box step. Just practice doing that. It will work on your stance and everything. Okay? Try to sit into your stance. You know, a lot of people stand in their stance. Don't stand in your stance. Sit in your stance. Alright? How do you do that? Try doing squats. Alright? So the simple thing to get you to get stronger feet, because you need to have stronger legs. Let me show you. One second. Let me drop this a bit. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. Motherfucker. Okay. Alright, so a little bit lower here. So I can show you. So you sit into your stance like this. Now, doing squats. Now, I do squats in an extreme way. Let me try and drop this down. Alright. Right. So I sit right into the squat. I sit all the way down into it. And I explode up. Okay? Now, how do you do squats? You do it on the back of your foot. Your heel here. Okay? Your heels here. Alright? So you're back on your heels. And when you're coming down, the channel I check out is a really good channel. Is shit, I forgot his name. How can I forget names like that? Anyway, that's a good channel to check out. You're sitting into your squat. So how do you do it? Is heels here. This, you're trying to get your feet here to go wide. Wide, okay? Almost like you're doing a horse stance or something in martial arts. And then you don't want your knees to go beyond your feet. You don't want your knees to go beyond your toes. Okay, so you're trying to go wide. And you sit into, like if you sit, see, I'm sitting right now. I'm in a sitting stance here. Very strong stance. And explode up. Okay? This will build your feet so you can squat into a stance. So if you're boxing, you can get real low in boxing. Right? If you got to extend forward, watch this. So I'm here, right? This would be a martial arts stance as well. Right here. But I'm here, right? This is more of a boxing stance here. All right, I got low into it. If I need to even go lower, I can swivel into it. But if I want to stab, I can stab into it. If I want to step and stab, I can step and stab into it. If I want to glide and stab, I can glide and stab into it. You know what I'm saying? Right? The stance is, instead of being up here or here, and it hurts at first, but you start doing squats, you maybe do. You may do 5. You need to have a loose pants, otherwise it'll rip it. But the point behind it is, do a lot of squats. It'll build your lower body strength and it'll help you to go into lower stances. And the other things you can go from, you need to work this, your core. I'm going to give you a simple core exercise here. I'll try this low here so you guys can see me. So here I am in the ground, right? So there are 2 really good core exercises. First one is you elevate your feet like this. Put your hands on your chest. You might have seen this with Pacquiao and all these guys. And you pull it in and back out. Alright? You know about those. Right. The second one is where you're going to bring your feet up and your hands. You can't see it. Feet up, hand here. So I'm going. You've seen this with boxers, right? This is build your core. Okay? I'm literally sweating just doing this shit. Let me give you another one. Because see, fucking conditioning involves a lot of things for boxers, and you gotta vary it up so your muscles don't get used to it. And man, I have to do it with weights as well. If you look at the boxers, most of them are ripped. Most of them have abs. It's a lot of work because remember, there are 2 things you're doing. You're expending a lot of energy, no matter how it looks, and on top of that, you're receiving punishment. So boxing is a sport that's different to every other type of sport, including MMA. Your cardio has to be on point. MMA, them guys' cardio is nothing like boxing. The kickboxers' cardio is nothing like boxing, and they use their legs a lot. But in terms of boxing, you're going 12 rounds. 3 minutes every round. That's 36 minutes. You get a minute break in between. And motherfucker, you'll be using every part of your body. There's no other sport that's like that. Kickboxing doesn't go that long, as well as MMA. It's ridiculous cardio. Top of that is specialized placement of punches, the punishment you're taking. It's very specialized punishment. The people at the top of the game, it's a matter of ridiculous accuracy the guys at the top of the game have. If you're not as accurate as they are, you know, Marcus Maidana, we say all kinds of things about him. But truth be told, he's fighting the top tier of the top tier kind of guys. He gonna look scrappy. He gonna look disorganized. But he's a good boxer. Against guys like me or you, he'd dismantle us and look clinic. You know what I'm saying? So the top tier of the top tier in boxing really the best. Even the trainers, man, some of those trainers get into shape. Like Floyd Mayweather Sr., he actually does his workouts before he even starts to train other athletes, and he makes it a pattern of his life. This dude has been training his entire life, you know, had this kind of discipline his entire life. So how you treat your body is another thing, okay? So I have some coffee. I used coffee this morning with turmeric, like Eric Bradley talks about turmeric. I'm a great fan of turmeric and shit like that. So I used coffee and turmeric and that kind of shit. And I want you guys to understand, I'm sweating like a pig. And the point behind it is, it gives you a good cardio. Now, you're going to have to rehydrate. So you're going to drink a lot of fluids. And the more fluids you use, is the less hungry you're going to be. Right? And the body gets so purified by the less you eat. So your body feels very clean. And you get more energy. And so all of these things are good. You know, I still don't get enough sleep. I'm going to work on that. But I'm sweating like a pig. It's great. Great cardio, great workout. That's what you want for your body. So, for those people, you know, I'm 44 years old now. I'm a 44-year-old man. And I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. I'm going to show you guys my abs. Look at that fucking shit. Look at that. Look at that. I need to pee, though. Other than that, that's all I do about you. But that's some crazy ass shit. Man. I think so. You know what I'm saying? So, keep doing what you're doing. I got a long ways to go when it comes to training for this thing, boxing and shit. But I like the journey. There's a lot to boxing. Just look at what Eric Bradley's doing. It's just like a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna learn it bit by bit, learn the drills bit by bit. Once I get my monies, I'm gonna actually subscribe to Eric Bradley's pay for subscription for the different courses he's doing. I'm gonna follow that dude, as well as follow precise striking and stuff, and just try and get into the boxing. I'm never gonna reach the level of, say, these top tier boxers, but just to have a little idea and have a first professional fight, whether I get my ass beat or not, I don't care. My first professional fight will be good. I try not to be so scrappy and shit. But, I've seen some guys on YouTube, and they're in boxing now. Professional boxing. They actually had some fights. And they beat some asses. So, I'm just saying, it's not impossible. And what we have to do, though, is not just bullshit people with talk, but we have to follow through with action. So, it's going to take me a little while before I get into the ring. 44 years old, bro. I got to get in shape first. I learned I'm still not in shape. As much as I look like I'm in shape, I'm going to show you guys the abs again. As much as I look like I'm in... Oh, it's not on the side. Alright. Yeah, you can't see those abs from there. There you go. As much as I look like I'm in shape, my belly's kind of swollen because I need a pee. But as much as I look like I'm in shape, I'm not in shape yet. I can feel it. My muscles don't. I'm not fit enough to be able to do boxing in any way, shape, or form. You see, I'm sweating like a pig, and I ain't even do a minute of what they do in boxing. I can't even survive a minute in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how bad it is. I wouldn't even survive 10 seconds with a professional boxer. So there's a lot to boxing, and you have to get your body into physical conditioning, and you have to get yourself and mentally into conditioning, and so on, spiritual, etc. So you guys, man, I hope you guys have a great one. Hoping that my first professional fight, and even my sparring and training, that you guys can see how I develop and get even better. So if you think this transformation is something, just imagine when you see me a month from now. It's gonna be crazy, right? So we're looking forward to giving you the best products, the best service you can. Follow me here on YouTube. I'm what you need. Guys, subscribe to my channel, and I dare each and every one of you to get your ass out there, get to a boxing gym or stay home and practice boxing and learn boxing. And remember, it's defense and offense. So you better if you control something, better know something's coming back at you, or anticipate that, and be able to get your defense up on point. All right. So this is what we do. Again, the channels that I promote are Master Boxing with Coach Eric Bradley, the Fight Doctor, Precision Striking, Moreno Boxing, Troy King or Troy Kill Entertainment King. You also got Carrie Williams. I forgot his name now, but this is a teacher, a British teacher who teaches boxing, and there's one more. I'm trying to remember who that is. Oh yeah, I forgot that channel as well. But all those channels are good for letting you understand the ins and outs of boxing, the nuances and the trickiness about boxing. Coach Eric Bradley is by far the best because he's literally in the business. That's what he do. And he does mostly amateurs, but he also does professional. He has had his hands on certain professional athletes like Manny Pacquiao, and I forgot the other guy's name. He's a really good boxer as well. But he's not boxing no more. All right, he's a coach, I think. So I'm saying all of this to let you guys know that this sport is a good sport in the sense that it's a blood sport, but you can learn so much from this sport because it is not about playing. You're not playing this. You have to do this. And even the attitude each and every one of you have whenever you go to the gym or whatever it is, think of it as your life is on the line. But you got to fight. Your life is on the line. You could die. So you're training for that. Just like how if you was ill Your life is on the line. That's why you're doing all that exercise, eating right. Well, it's the same thing with boxing. Think that kind of mindset, because it'll make you more serious to apply yourself. You know, today you might say, I don't want to do abs. No, man, my life's on the line. I got to do this shit. You know, some days you'll be like, oh, man, I don't want to eat that food anymore. My life's on the line. That's how it keep you healthy and keep you fit. And you will improve and you'll go from strength to strength. Boxing can be a very positive thing or it could be a very negative thing. A lot of people have a thirst for blood. I don't believe that's what boxing's about. I think it's about getting better and better. About someone being better and better every day and knowing the stakes that are ahead. You better be ready. You better be motherfucking ready. Otherwise, guess what? You might die in that ring. You know, I think about that. If I'm going to do my first professional fight, I got to take it so seriously that I have to think that this guy could kill me in that ring. You have to think like that. Think like that. To take it fucking seriously. So you take your training seriously. There are a lot of motherfuckers out there who don't take themselves seriously. You got to stay motivated, motherfucker. And the only way you're going to stay motivated, and that's for professional boxing, everybody, is thinking that that motherfucker next in the ring might kill you. He might just kill you. So you need to take every single fucking precaution to make sure, one, you don't die in that ring, and two, remember, you going in that ring, you might kill that motherfucker. Make sure he ready. Anything's possible. This is boxing. All right, it's a serious thing. It's not a joke sport. All right, it's a serious thing. Be ready, right? So I just say that to say it's a serious sport. All right, and once you dedicate it and think in a certain kind of way, because not everybody can take a punch in the face, first of all. But you know, we got mouth guards for that reason. A lot of people lost their teeth. But on top of that, some people got broken jaws and shit, right? So take it seriously. All right, if you don't take boxing seriously, a motherfucker will wreck you. Especially if you haven't had any experience and you go in with a reasonably experienced guy who can punch. He could wreck you. That's it. You could be no good for the rest of your life. So take the thing seriously. Understand as a fan and respect what it is you're looking at. Respect the people who have sacrificed their lives to get into that ring to entertain you. Respect the sport. Don't just talk shit. Oh, this guy's a coward. He afraid. Maybe he is. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's not a coward. Because if you get into that square circle, it says he's not a coward. Because he could die. Motherfucker be knocking out everybody. This time he might kill somebody. I could be that person. That's a fair enough concern. Oh, he's afraid. Oh, so you prefer him to be brave but dead. I'm just saying. All right, guys. Peace. I'm out of here.